We're back, baby. This is NRL Nostradamus. You're listening to the League Tank podcast. Boys, Vegas next week. Literally a week today. Are you
Mate,
excited or what?
I'm really excited, Diz. I'm not going to lie, mate.
I-
Really
I'm
excited.
I'm excited, but the missus isn't too pumped about it.
Well, boys, I'm missing the little boy's first birthday, so you can imagine what books I'm in at the moment. I'm
Oh
sleeping
yeah,
outside.
Yeah,
you're in trouble.
that can't have gone down well. I would have thought.
Oh, I'm in deep strife.
At least he
Deep
won't
strife.
remember it though. So
Yeah, well,
you
he
know,
doesn't know that I'm going for his second, third, and fourth birthday
yeah,
yet.
no.
All right, boys. Well, let's get straight into it, eh? We're going to go into team previews for every club in the comp, and we're actually going to do it in alphabetical order, right? For those following along at home. So we'll start off with the mighty Broncos.
Well, we may as well start with the premiers. I mean,
Ah,
seriously.
why not? Why
We're
not?
still
What a
going
better way
still
to
going
start.
on about it.
We'll be hearing out it all. You'll have to buy Dicko a bib soon. Catch all that dribble coming off his
Mate,
chin.
until the next grand final winner, I can keep going on about it.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've been doing it for 4 years. Anyway, moving
Yeah.
along.
Oh my god.
Now, boys, they've signed Grant Anderson, bit of outside back depth there. Tom Duffy, and who I'm really excited about is Orblix Tawa. Now,
Mm.
Dicko, you were saying the other week he might get an edge spot.
Yeah, no, well, the word out of the camp before the World Club Challenge is that he will be on the bench as a rotation middle because I think they're going to go with Jack Josefsky
Oh, you're kidding.
whilst Brendan Piakura is injured. Obviously, Piakura is going to be their first choice left edger.
Is Piakura
Um,
ever fit?
well, he suffered an unfortunate MCL at training, so but he'll be right, mate. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
And
right.
Broncos only need him when the whips are cracking.
We might get on to you, Dale, and for all the listeners out there, our newest member, by the way, welcome, Dale. How you feeling, mate? You
Yeah,
ready
good.
to rock and roll?
Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
I know you got no bias and no loyalty, so you're just going to feed everyone.
You can relax, mate. It's all good. We're live now. We're recording. It's all good.
What I want to hear from you, Dale, is how do you think Brisbane are genuinely going to go this season? Where have you got them on the ladder?
I've actually got them fighting for seventh and eighth.
Ooh. Talk us through it. Talk us through it.
Welcome to the podcast, Dale.
First bold prediction, bang!
No, I think Adam Reynolds, he's done. He'll get injured early. Game over from there.
Heavily relying on Adam Reynolds, fair enough. He seems to be injured all the time too, that
Payne,
bloke.
Payne Haas is 1 foot out the door.
Fair point.
That's gonna hurt him.
Fair point.
And Reece Walsh, he's got that new haircut, so that's gonna take its toll.
Mate, but as long as he's
Bit
drinking
of clickbait.
as long as he's drinking out of toilets, I think the Bronx are in with a chance.
Oh, that was the magic potion last year,
It
Dicko,
was,
wasn't
mate.
it?
It was
I'm
absolutely.
really. Do you think they're going to go back to back, Dicko? Where have you sort of got the boys?
So in my 8, I've got them third because obviously now you win a premiership, you're the hunted. So I do think some teams are going to come up and play really well and sneak a few wins up at Suncorp. So I think they'll win enough games, obviously, to make it in the top 4. But they're as well placed as any team has been in the last sort of 10 to 15 years to win a premiership off the back of winning one. So, yeah, I think they're a really genuine shot. On their day, if they play like they did last year and better, I don't think anyone can beat them.
Well, they haven't really lost any key players, have they?
Not at the moment, no. No, they've lost some role
Not
players.
at the moment. What do you know from Goss, do you?
No. Well, Payne Haas is going to leave. Obviously, we know that, don't we? At the end of the
Yeah.
season. So, no, they've lost role players, but no key squad members.
Yes.
But
Now, for those,
but some of the older ones are going to get, as Dale said, another year older. So
that's true.
That too plays into account. But I feel like they've got the depth to replace that, whereas in previous seasons they hadn't.
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of with you a bit, Dicko. There, I've got them sitting in fourth.
Yeah.
At the moment. As you know, these things can change, but we are locking this in, and we're going to compare to how we go at the end of the year. Yeah. Look, They're the team to beat. They're the hunted. Um,
Yeah.
Reece Walsh. I really hope Reece Walsh goes to the next level.
Hmm.
That's what I'm excited about to see now that he is going to be more targeted than ever. Is he actually going to, you know, evolve his game to be able to combat that? Or is he going to sort of shit the bed and not be able to handle that pressure and come up with even more errors?
Hasn't he showed that he can handle it though?
Oh, undoubtedly. Like he's come up trumps in the biggest moments towards the back end of last season. And to a point where Brisbane almost are reliant on him. Like if he doesn't play, you could argue that they could potentially not even make the eight.
Who plays fullback if he gets injured?
There's a couple of options.
Where from?
Just let me
Toowoomba Clydesdales?
just let me make a call. No, they got Hayes Perham, who has played a bit of first grade at the Bulldogs previously. He's coming off an ACL. So in the trials last year, I thought he was playing really well until he got injured. He played, I believe, on Saturday night. They had a trial game where all their squad players played really well. So I dare say it'll be him. And I know Grant Anderson does play a bit of fullback as well.
Yeah, interesting to see how they go over Origin period without Haas and Walsh. That's what I'm keen to see.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
very interesting.
yeah. All right, boys, the Raiders. Now, they haven't lost anyone really significant either. And for those tuning in, we're not talking about signings for 2027. So for all the Dragons fans out there, just, keep your mouth shut. It's no use getting excited about Keon Kolamatangi yet. We won't be bringing his name up. But for the Raiders this year, what's that?
He won't do much that side anyway.
We just lost about 1,000 Dragons friends. We just dropped out and turned it off. Kobe Black comes across from the Broncos. Jaden Brayley's an interesting one. I'm keen to see where he fits in. He'll line up in the trial this weekend in the number 9, but obviously they got Tommy Starling there. Sione Finau, I don't think he's really relevant, to be honest with you. And Dane Laurie, I thought he was pretty good last week in the trials. What do you think of the Raiders, Dicko? Where are they at right now? Because obviously minor premiers.
So, okay, yeah. So the way I've done this sort of ladder is I've sort of broken it up into the top 8, the chasing pack, and the no hopers, effectively. All right. And I've got the Raiders in the chasing. I've got them as the biggest fall this season. I see them anywhere from 9 to sort of 12, 13.
I love that. We've just lost another 1,000 Raiders fans too. We're on a roll.
But what I will give the Raiders fans some hope though. I reckon they do have some great young players, like if you like Brisbane or even Penrith before they went on the run. Some very good young core players that if they keep together in 2-3 years, I think they'll be challenging for a premiership. And I'm talking about the 1, the 7, the 6.
Yeah. So do you think they're the most set up for long-term success?
I mean, without sort of, well, no, I think the Broncos are because I think they've genuinely got guns in the most dominant positions.
Yeah.
But just behind them, I would have the Raiders. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, Dale, I know you've got a bit of family involved here with the Raiders, so I bet you're keen to rip in and throw them towards the bottom of the ladder.
No, I had him at 7 or 8, though.
7 or 8th as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So Bronx and Raiders, 7th and 8th.
Yeah, I think they'll be chasing for a spot. They're going to miss Fogarty. I honestly reckon he was the go-to guy last year. He'd be highly missed, I think.
Big loss.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, I'm really keen to see how Ethan Strange goes there. Do you think Kobe Lack's going to get a sniff at some point?
Well, currently he's injured. So what I will say is Ricky hasn't been afraid to put young players in.
Yeah.
And especially in the 7, the 6, and the 1. So it wouldn't surprise me if he plays a game this season. Yeah.
Do you reckon Jed Stewart's deserving of a spot?
Not in their top 17, no. No. But I liken him to Grant Anderson's he's probably good enough to be in the top 17, but at Melbourne he was in and out, and when he came in, does a job. So I liken him to that type of player. He won't let you down when he's in, but I don't think he's a regular 17.
Credit where credit's due to Ricky, but I don't think there's
any bias there at all.
Like, do you reckon Shane Flanagan's a bit biased, or should we leave that to the Dragons?
Well, we'll get to the Dragons at some point.
Yeah, look, I've got him. I've actually got him missing the 8, but only just. And I'm on the same page as Dicko. I think, or and Dale for that matter. I think they're going to really struggle without Fogarty. I don't really know how that combination's going to work. I think Strange was, apart from Hudson Young, arguably the most influential player. I'm hearing that Strange is going to play on the right, which kind of completely defeats the combination between him and Young on that left-hand side. So, yeah, I'm really keen to see how they go and gel as a team. But, yeah, for the Raiders fans out there, don't lose any hope. We said they were going to come last a couple of years ago, and they squashed our theories, but no, we're on a bit of a roll. We tipped the Knights to come spoon and Bronx to win the premiership. So we've got a bit of pressure on us this year, boys. So we better not stuff it up.
We eat that up, mate. Don't worry about that.
We love that. We love it. All right, doggies. Now, big news out of the kennel. Leo Thompson, their star signing, because let's face it, the other signings aren't real crash, right? But you never know now. Burton's under an injury cloud. They signed Sean O'Sullivan. He looks like the likely replacement if they rest Burton in Vegas, because they do have that round 2 bye, so they might opt conservative approach. But Leo Thompson, 10 weeks, boys. 10 weeks he's out for with that calf strain. Does that change where you had them before to where they possibly could get to?
No, off the back of that news, no. I've got them in 6th. So I've got them entrenched in the 8, but not as well and as consistent as last year. I still don't like the 7 and 6 as a combination. And yeah, I think they're a front rower short, clearly, with Thompson's injury. Yep. But even if when he does come back, I still think they're a big bopper short to really challenge the big dogs. And I'm talking like the Broncos and the Panthers in a finals game where you've got to bash the crap out of each other for 80 minutes. I don't know whether they can go with those two teams specifically.
Where have you got them?
I got them 6th.
6th?
Yeah.
6th. I have them in 3rd, which might seem a little bit ambitious, but I think they're going to improve under Serraldo. I think another year under him, relatively young crop of players coming through. I like that Crichton switched to the left. If they can stay fit, I think they can take it to the next level. I mean, they've finished, 5th and 6th, I think, the last 2 years. And sort of, yeah, they've bowed out straight away. But I think that's the challenge for the group. And if they can finish in the top 4, I think they will have a red hot crack. Having that bye in round 2 helps because they'll probably win round 1 against the Dragons.
I think they're
another 2 points.
I think they're a very good regular season team, and I don't think they're a great finals team. That would be my summation of the team.
Yeah.
I've got them in my top 6, but I don't think they can win a comp with Connor Tracy at fullback.
Oh yeah, jeez. We don't hold back.
Bit harsh because I do like him, but I don't think he's a genuine fullback. I think he'd be a great utility player, but I just don't think they can go the full way with him as fullback.
I don't know whether they've got any other option too, do they? They really don't have any. Can they do anything else? If
they might throw Critter at fullback, maybe.
That'd just be alarm bells would be ringing if that happens. You take arguably the best center in the game and put him at fullback, please.
Yeah, it's scary times. Look, part of me actually wants Galvin to step up this year and prove the haters wrong. I'm actually a massive fan of Galvin. I know a lot of people don't like him for what he did, but I'm a big fan.
It's funny because we see the game very different. Because I think he is rubbish. He has done nothing so far. Absolutely
what do you reckon,
nothing.
Dale?
Are you a fan or?
Yeah, I see him at the track all the time.
Yeah,
he's loves his horse racing.
Loves it. Loves it.
We've had plenty of conversation. Not about football, more about horse racing. But
have you sort of taught him how to play a bit of footy?
You know how tall he is. Like I'm 6'2", 6'3". He's towers over me.
Yeah, wow.
Tall for a half.
Very tall, yeah. Lanky.
He's skinny.
He probably needs to eat some horse. You know what I mean?
That'd be a good start.
He needs to spend an off season in the gym, I reckon. I reckon if he can put a bit of bulk on, it'd hold him in really good stead.
I think he could be a good lock at one point.
I can tell you what he's not, and he's not a halfback. I'll give you the tip.
We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Now, Dolphins, boys. I'm excited about this. Big time. Big time.
Bullish.
Yeah.
Very bullish, Dizz.
Very bullish. Interesting signings. Only going to really talk about ones that are of note. Selwyn Cobbo, Morgan Knowles, and Brad Schneider. Schneider, much needed depth. Morgan Knowles, again, a little bit of depth, plays that lock role.
He's the English guy. He's the English lock, isn't he?
English fella. And Selwyn Cobbo, I'm not really sure where he fits in the whole Trey Fuller equation, but I'm keen to see how everything pans out in this trials. And also, if Fuller does play fullback, does Hammer play on the left or the right? Because Herbie's been adamant that he wants to play with Selwyn outside him on that left-hand side. Dale, are you as bullish as myself on the Dolphins? Where have you got them?
Nah, I've got a miss in the 8.
Whoa! Cop that.
Don't like them.
Cop that, Christian.
Just straight up, don't like them.
Nah, don't like them. I don't think they're there yet. I think maybe 1 or 2 years. Give them 1 or 2 years, but not this year.
I couldn't.
Dicko?
I could not disagree more. I've got them. I've got them in 5th.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon they have arguably the best pack in the game.
That's huge. That's a massive goal.
If fully fit, right? They got 2 really good front rowers. The back row is quality. Their back line is stacked. They're actually going to probably have to sit. They've got to fit Asako, Cobbo, Avarillo, Fuller,
Hammer.
and Bostock, Hammer, and Farnworth into 5 positions.
Their forwards are oozing. You're right. They got what? Saifidi,
They got Saifidi, Molo. They got Flegler coming back from injury, who was I thought was real good in 20 minutes.
Gilbert, Knowles,
Plath, Donahue, Finny Fuiaki, Lemuelu.
Oh, jeez.
Felice Kafusi.
Hello, you want to reconsider that one, Dale, or you got him? Suffering your jocks.
There's a tinge of red in that face now, I reckon, since I've gone through that lineup.
I actually couldn't be more like they're missing the 8 for sure.
Oh, I've got him in 5th as well.
Saifidi, he's done.
Yeah. Fair
There's
point.
an argument for that.
Jake Averillo, yeah, he looked good on the weekend, but NRL, nah.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's going to fit in. He's going to miss out, surely.
I actually
rate
Avarillo personally, but
as a what?
Avarillo as a.
Position wise,
as a centre.
As a centre.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing Jermaine Osako's got going for him is he's got beautiful legs.
Oh, his quads are sensational, aren't they?
Quadzilla.
Oh yeah.
I think he's the only footballer that wears his socks up properly these days. You have a look.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't. Have you seen the players that cut the holes in the socks?
Yeah. You have a look at
to
his
make
socks.
their calves breathe.
They are perfect.
Yeah. Is it to make their calves breathe? What is it for?
No, it makes them
circulation
breathe.
or something?
No, it just makes them breathe, mate. That's all.
I mean, I said that as a joke, but it seems like you boys are genuinely staring at blokes' legs all weekend.
Oh, I am.
Well, I'm not staring at my own. I'm telling you that.
No, I got him in the 5th. I got him in 5th as well. I almost chuck him in the top 4 when I heard about the Leo Thompson news, but I thought I'd just sit tight. Sit tight on that one. All right, next team, boys. The Titans, Gold Coast Titans. Now, their signings are average at best. I don't even know whether you could call this a key signing, but Lockie Ilias, Curtis Morin, and Luke Summerton.
I'll kick this one off.
Major signings.
Sorry. The major signing is Josh Hannay.
Oh, sorry, the coach.
Yeah, Josh Hannay. But the others are just rubbish.
I'll kick this one off. I've got here Wooden Spoon, Titans.
Way, there it is. Wooden Spoon.
And I think round 1, they're going to be given the biggest bath you've ever seen.
Who have they got?
Sharks.
Oh, we'll get to them next. I went through their signings and I missed them. So I'll get to them on the next one.
I just don't know. Rookie coach. I mean, he was a good assistant coach. Don't get me wrong. He's assistant coach at Queensland. I think give it a couple of years, it'll be all right. But this year, no.
What do you reckon, Dicko? Where have you got the Titans?
It's interesting because if you look at their team, like on paper, it's a pretty good team. Like when you look at it on paper, it's not the worst team. There's worse teams in the NRL that'll name 17.
Oh yeah,
The Titans.
They're good at scoring points, aren't they?
Yeah, but as I alluded to before, top 8 I've sort of segregated. Then the chasing, which are the teams that I think can get into the 8, but I don't have them starting there. And then the no hopers. I've got the Titans in the no hopers, as in they can't play finals.
Yeah.
But what I will say is they will upset teams this season that they couldn't beat last year.
I want to pull you up on that. You said that there's worse 17, yeah?
Yeah.
Who?
You've put me on the spot.
Because I'm going through their list. I'm thinking, well, tell me.
Well, Manly 17 is worse than theirs.
Yeah, I'm keen to see where you got Manly. I'm keen for that one. I'd argue that what I've seen recently from the Knights,
and I'd argue the Raiders is worse than theirs too, to be honest.
In terms of nobodies. So you've got them as no chance. So you're saying like bottom 4?
I got them in the bottom 4,
spoon,
yeah. But I don't have them as a spoon. I don't think they'll win the spoon, but they are in the bottom 4 for me, yep.
Yeah, big call. Look, as I said before, the Titans are a really good attacking side, but unfortunately the thing they're really bad at is defending. And the way you win football games is through your defense, particularly premierships, but they're nowhere near that. I got them 15th, so third last. I have them cemented in the bottom 4 as well. So Titans fans, you're in a bit of strife. Look, I do think that what they've done really well is they got AJ Brimson locked up till I think 2030. They got Tino locked up now. They've got who else did they recently sign? The second rower, Bo Fermor. They got him locked up now. They've also got Cooper Byer for another couple of years.
That's a big one, that.
So they got a bit going for them, and obviously Henne. So I'm really keen to see where they go. To be honest, I thought the Dolphins were gonna, even though it was a trial, like smoke them in that first trial game. But we saw a few upsets over the weekend, and one of them was the Titans beating the Dolphins relatively comfortably in that first trial. So not all hope is lost.
Yep.
Now, boys, like I said, I skipped over the Sharks on accident because I was looking through their signing list and it came up with a big fat donut. I can't believe they have signed no one.
It's a strategy.
Is that good or is that bad? Because they harp on about how there's no Origin players in their team.
What are you talking about? Adam Fanua-Blake. He's a startup.
He is now. He is now.
He's a walk-up start.
We will get to that shortly. We will get to that shortly.
Now, I might kick this one off. I have them in my 8.
The Sharks?
Yeah, I've got them 7th.
They're a really easy summation. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. That it's going to come down to Tricky and Hines and their combination. That's how I see it. Where I do feel like they're going to fall apart is their back line this year with Ronaldo Mulatalo out. Now, I don't think he's the greatest player in the world, but his aerial ability and the passion that he brings, I think sometimes, people take him the wrong way, a little bit Jerome Luai-ish, and, might get up in people's faces and rub people the wrong way, but I don't mind a bit of that. But I think he's a big loss.
I mean, my sort of summation is very, very simple, very brief. They are a very good regular season team, but will not win a grand final with the current team they have.
Oh my God.
It's as simple as that. I got them 7th.
Not with Will Kennedy at fullback.
I got them 7th. They'll win enough games to get in the 8, but they can't win a grand final with that team. They've had an ample opportunity. And I think this is it. This is all the eggs in the last basket before the taps on the shoulder come after this season.
Before we hear from you, Dale, I know you had a bit of a dig there at Connor Tracy, but I want to ask you a genuine question here because we're all about giving you honest opinions on this podcast. Connor Tracy or Will Kennedy?
Yeah,
Who's the
I'd go
better
Will
player?
Kennedy. Will Kennedy.
Would you?
Yeah, all
Oof.
day.
Jeez. Who would you go, Dicko?
I mean, he lives in the area. I see him all the time, so he's actually a genuine guy. I like him. So
Isn't this supposed to be like haven't we promoted this like a no bias podcast?
Nah, to be fair, I'd actually lock in Will Kennedy too. I think he's more influential than Connor Tracy.
I actually don't mind Kennedy personally.
He's a goer. So is Connor Tracy, but
we were at the beer footy food festival on the weekend, the Sharks trial game.
Yes.
And we had a little league tank stall set up there, met a few of the fans and a few of the players. But when the game started, right, and you will agree with me here, 15 minutes into the game, Toby Rudolph was hunched over like my 95-year-old grandmother.
Yeah,
he was fucked.
Yeah. He was gassed.
He's on the bench this week.
He should be on the bench up at the local park. He's like, what have you been doing all off season?
It was actually really embarrassing. It was, what was it, fourth or fifth tackle, and he still had his hands on his hips and on his head, and he just missed. I think the stats were he missed 6 tackles in the first 15 minutes.
I mean, to be honest, the whole team looked pretty cooked.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't good.
Maybe Para just good. Wait till my prediction on them.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this space. So, where have you got him, Dale?
Got him top 8, top 6.
Where in the top 6? That's too broad.
First,
I'm just going top 6. It's not too broad. That's what it is.
So 6th or 5th or
no, they're going top 4.
Top 4. Oh, jeez. Far out. You heard it here first from the Shark himself. Wow. Is that because you met Adam Finnell-Blake on the weekend?
Nice guy. Real good guy.
Real good guy, actually.
Real good guy. Genuine guy.
Straight in my super coach team after that chat.
Had the time for the League Tank podcast.
No, genuine bloke. Genuine bloke.
We're going to tee something up and, yeah, it's good.
Not a legend.
All right, Manly, Dicko, you were pulling on some strings there. I'm sure the Seagulls faithful is going to hate us after this because I reckon all of us are going to absolutely grill them. But would you say that letting Cherry Evans go is one of the worst decisions they've ever made? Even though he's old?
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's old. What about Adam Reynolds?
Yeah, we'll get to South and their diabolical signings shortly. I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But considering they replaced him with a guy who's over 30 as well, it's not like they're replacing him with a young player. Like at least if we look at Brisbane, they're replacing Adam Reynolds with Jonah Pezzett, who fits into that 24, 25-year-old age bracket. Canberra have replaced, Jamal Fogarty with Ethan Strange, Ethan Sanders, and Kobe Black.
Actually, we're talking to a few Eels fans at the Beer Footy Food Festival, and I think they're hopeful that Pezzett stays at the Eels. They're kidding themselves.
That is my fear, yes. But anyway, well, let's move on.
Oh, he's a bit fearful too, Dicko. Is there an elephant in the room you want to talk about?
No, not yet. Not yet. Let's worry about that next year.
Okay.
No, Manly, my summation is they haven't got better.
No.
Than last
well, they've
year.
signed Fogarty, Hetherington, Blake Wilson. I don't mind Blake Wilson, but I don't know where he fits in the team. And Zach Docker-Clay's decent backup, but they're custard.
So what I will say from their team list for this weekend, this last trial, if Nathan Brown is the starting lock over Kobe Hetherington, you can put You can put Manly in the spoon. Seriously.
Oy.
But no, I don't have them. I have them as one of the chasing pack that can beat probably most teams on any given day, but they won't be consistent enough to make the 8.
Here's a question for you. If Turbo goes down injured...
They are dead set, bottom 3.
I reckon they're bottom 3 even if he plays.
I was going to say they're a better team without him. I'm being serious. I think Lehigh Hopewadi and Tolu Kola are better at fullback than Turbo is.
You reckon Turbo makes the Origin team this year if he stays fit?
Not a chance. Not if they want to win.
Yeah, no chance.
Would you pick Tom Trbojevic in the centres for State of Origin or Katoni Staggs?
Well, you've got Latrell Mitchell. You've
Who
got
would you pick, honestly, out of those two?
I'll take the Stag every day.
Because I guarantee you that
Yeah,
Tom
100%.
Trbojevic should be selected before Katoni.
Katoni's not going to get selected either, mate. It's going to be Stephen Crichton and Latrell Mitchell.
Yeah, which is where they've lost. They've lost it there already. They just don't get Origin. We have the same conversation every year.
Hayne Haas, Adam Fanua-Blake, mate. It's all done. It's done and dusted.
The Origin banter's started already in pre-season.
Done.
What do you mean?
Done.
Mate, Dizz and I could play in the front row and would still win.
I don't think so.
It means more to us.
Oh, dear. Now, where have we got him?
Order, mate.
Yeah. So, chasing.
Not
So,
again.
9 to 13.
Ooh, I've got him outside that. I've got him 14. I've got him real low. They're bottom 4. Cop that.
Jeez,
Yeah, I got a
right in the beak.
Bottom 4.
Okay, right. Okay.
Bottom 4. I love that.
And I mean, the coach is probably fighting for his job.
We got a lot of close Manly fans.
Absolutely.
Too.
Yeah. He'd be the first, on the chopping block, I reckon.
Do you reckon he's more under pressure than Todd Payton?
No.
Nah, no chance.
Toddy's got 6 weeks.
I reckon he's got less. After he goes 1 from 3 in the first 3 games.
Yeah, he's in all sorts of trouble, Todd.
He might not make it back from Vegas. Soon find out.
One of us might not either.
Well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Now the Storm, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna harp on a little bit here. I reckon they're in the worst position they are as a club in the last 20 years. I reckon their aura's gone. Key players have left. It just doesn't give off the same vibes. They've lost back-to-back grand finals. And their signings are absolutely horrendous. Their best signing is David Moali.
Yeah, but they're never great anyway.
Never heard of the bloke.
They're never great. They never have like a big season of signings.
Are you backing them in, are you?
No. What I'm saying is that I think you can take a lot out of Bellamy signing a 2-year deal. Right? Because I feel like he's gone. Let's just say if Storm are in a great position, I think he walks away. But I think he's seen what you see currently and gone, you know what, I can't leave him like this.
Yeah.
So, but in saying
you don't think he's thinking about his back pocket at all?
Well, $2 million a year helps. I'm not going to lie. It'd certainly get me up every day.
Yeah.
But I have the Storm in the 4.
Ooh. Okay.
Purely because they play 12 to 14 games at home. And it is very hard to go to Melbourne and win for any team in the competition. So they will win
I agree with you there.
At least 80 to 90% of their home games. And they only have to then steal a few on the road to get a home final. So, and I mean, but again, it all changes though if their 3 best players get injured. If any of their combination of 3 best players gets injured, I'd probably argue Harry Grant's the most important. Let's say one of them goes down for the season. I think you can put a line through them. I think you could see bottom 4.
Oh yeah. So it's that paper thin.
Well, like I think they're that reliant on 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably agree with you, to be honest. Like, what do they have got? Tyron Wishart now, who covers all 3 positions.
Well,
but outside of that,
Jerome Hughes, Cam Munster got injured. They had Jonah Pezzett, Tyron Wishart. Let's say
Harry Grant. Bronson Garlick now, he's gone. So
Harry Grant gets injured. What are they? Tyron Wishart. What if Munster goes down in the same game? Who plays 5'8"? Who have they got? I don't know who they got coming through in the halves.
Who plays at Origin?
Yeah. Sunshine Coast Falcons might get a game in the NRL.
Yeah, well, at this rate.
Actually, I think they're East Tigers.
And you've still got them in the 4. Jeez.
Oh, just purely because of the Melbourne factor. Just they'll win enough games at home.
Tell you what, if the Titans dust up this weekend, there's some alarm bells, sir.
Well, you're right, because they've picked relatively full-strength teams. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
You don't normally see Bellamy do that, so he's obviously... He's on edge, isn't he?
Yeah, he's nervous.
I'd be nervous too when he looks at the squad. Jesus.
Relying on Stefano, your favourite
So
player.
I got him in
Dicko.
4. What do you got him?
Stefano, another Origin player. Oh my god,
Mate, honestly,
Rubbish.
that's got to be the worst Origin selection in history. Seriously.
oh,
You,
I'm
you,
just
you,
I'm getting a half chub just thinking about Origin.
you-
Oh, I got him in 8th. There you go, 8th.
So you got him in the 8.
I don't think they'll miss the 8 just because they're the Storm. But geez, your
You're hoping
call
they
is
are.
huge, Dicko, with
Top
could
4.
be bottom 4
Oh, no,
if
seriously.
a few
Yeah.
players get injured. But
Absolutely.
I'm leaning a bit that way myself.
Well,
Where have you got him, Dale?
Jerome Hughes will be playing Origin this year for Queensland. So,
I had him 5th and 6th, 5th or 6th.
mate, you've got 8 teams in 6th.
I told you, it's top 8 or it's below the 8. That's it. Wooden spoon and who's going to win? That's all that matters.
That's a fair point.
You can't bet on who comes 4th.
Well, top 4, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Now, Warriors. Shout out to all the Kiwi fans. We've got a lot of them. Thanks for the support, guys and girls. Signings again, absolute garbage. Key signing for them, Alofiana Khan Pereira from the Titans. Wow. Are they in turmoil or what? Are they obviously overachieved last year.
They're giving away a big start because they've got now Tamare Martin's injured, who is the backup to Luke Metcalf. He's going to be missing, I think, what is it, about 10
Barnett's going to miss the first few games.
Barnett. So they're going to give up a lot of ground early. They're treading water until mid-season. But I have them in the chasing pack. They will beat some good teams because it's the Warriors.
Yep.
And they get the again. They
The
get
fans.
they get to play 12 to 14 games at home, right?
Yeah.
In New Zealand, no one wants
People
to go
got
there.
to travel across the ditch.
Got to travel.
Be pissing down rain every game.
No. Yeah. And I think more than ever. So next season, is it next season the Bears come? Yeah, we will start talking about travel more than what we currently do.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time.
But yeah, I just think the Warriors will be in that chasing pack trying to get into the 8, but I don't have them in the 8. 9 to 13 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside the 8 for me.
Yeah, I'm the same. I got them in 10th. Unfortunately, like if they're all fully fit, I might have them. To be honest, I probably would still have them in a similar spot.
Is this Aaron Clark's first year over there?
No, he was in last year. He was
Brilliant last year.
Wasn't he
Yeah,
Dally
this
M
is
Lock
his
of the
second
Year?
year.
Wasn't he Dally M Lock of the Year? Didn't he win Lock of the Year?
Jeez, I can't even remember.
Or something?
The way you were carrying on, I thought it was Paddy Carrigan.
Holy jeez. Man crush alert.
Man crush alert.
I'm not the only one getting the half chub.
Now brace yourself, guys, because no one's getting a half chub over this. The Newcastle Knights.
I actually am, mate.
You like them? On paper.
I've been barred up half this podcast. I don't know what's going on, but no, I do.
Dylan Brown, Trey Mooney, Sami Saulo, Sandon Smith. Good signings.
I got to hear this. I got to hear this.
Dale's up first. Here we go. Beat us. Where have you got the boys?
I reckon Ponga is just going to explode this year.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Brown going to kill it. Especially, we've spoken about their fans, right? They're going to get it. They will get them to where they need to be. And I think with Dylan Brown coming up there, they're just going to go. They're going to go good.
Have you got him in the 8?
No, I don't. But
it's better than last.
It's better than well. I don't have him for the spoon, so that's all right.
So it's an improvement.
They're gonna go good, but they're not in the 8. Yeah, nice.
They're going to go good.
That could be the quote of the week.
I'm not going to run them for the dirt. I reckon they're going to go all right.
Look, I agree with you on paper, but seriously, from what I've seen in the 2 trials so far, I'm concerned for their well-being. Like their fans.
They are.
I don't know.
They're a one-man team.
I actually don't even know what to say about them.
Mate, they're a one-man team. It's as simple as that. They are literally a one-man team. All right, I have them in a tie for the wooden spoon, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you who the other 2 are until we get to them. But I have them in a tie for the wooden spoon.
I've got
It's a
I've
poison
got
chalice,
them.
that coaching gig at the moment.
I actually don't mind Holbrook.
I think he's a good coach. I just a poison chalice going Newcastle.
I do. I'm going to give him a bit of grace because they pretty much have a brand new squad to a degree in key positions, and they're still sorting out where does Fletcher Sharp fit in. I think he's in grave danger of not even making the starting 13. I think he'll play 14 off the bench as a bit of a utility because he is versatile in comparison to the rest of those spine members. I know a lot of people have said, how can Sandon Smith play 7 over Sharp in the halves? What I say to those people is, you don't have a halfback outside Sandon Smith. You
Mm.
literally got nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather seen the Knights keep Jackson Hastings and play him at half. Genuinely.
What about Tyson Gamble?
Oh,
I
mate.
actually think he's injured for the start of the season.
Please don't get me started on Tyson Gamble. How that bloke has an NRL contract is beyond me.
He's actually a really good guy. I've seen him at the Eaton's Hill a few times.
I don't
Oh,
mind him, mate.
good on him. You can't play footy, but.
Look, I never said he could play footy. I just said he was a good guy.
I've got him 13th, boys. I got him 13th.
Yeah.
I think they're. So you've got him in the chasing pack or the bottom 4?
No, they're in the no hopers, mate. They're equal speed.
They're Bob Hope and no hope.
Yeah,
See you later.
they're no hopers.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And Dale, you've got him. Oh no, you've got him joint for the wooden spoon, don't you, Dicko? The Knights.
Yeah, I got a tie, a runaway tie.
And
I've
you've got him.
Bottom 8. Outside the 8, sorry.
Yeah, well outside the 8. But
But I
not
will
spoon.
say that probably Bradman Bestwood had probably the second best set of legs in the comp.
Not bad.
Not
bad.
And he probably had the best tattoo, I reckon, in the comp. That
Which one, the leg tattoo
that
or
leg
the arm
tattoo
one?
is mint. That leg tattoo.
It stands out. Stands out.
It's nice.
Boys, I'm excited for this one. The Cowboys are next in line. They've made decent signings, but they've also lost some key players. Obviously, Robson leaving the club. They have signed Reed Marnie to replace him. They got Sonny Luke as their backup hooker, which is concerning. Matt Lodge, and I think they've just been given James Walsh because they needed to fill in numbers. So, what do we think about the Cowboys? Because they were utterly dominant against, albeit a probably fourth string Penrith side. But where have we got the Cowboys?
Well, you know how I just said that I had the Knights in a 3-way tie? Well, the Cowboys are one of those 3 for the spoon. I don't like them at all.
What don't you like
They
about
got
them?
2 very good players, Scotty Drinkwater and Tom Did. 2 very,
Yep.
very good players. But they just don't. You don't look at their team and it doesn't strike fear into any other team. And when you look at them on paper beside any of the top 8 teams or who we think are going to be in the top 8, you just can't see them winning.
Oh, they've got no depth either. Like nothing.
And that is concerning. Yeah, it's a very young squad, is what I will say. Like I think they're in the Raiders bracket in terms of a couple of years. They'll be good, but at the moment they're treading water until some of their players get a bit older and a bit more experienced.
Well, they done a job on Penrith last week, and I spoke to a few boys around the Penrith camp, and they were very confident going up there. But yeah, I mean, they 66-24.
Well, it was a Penrith under 12 side. I mean, seriously.
No. They said that was one of the best teams they put out there. I mean, if I was a Penrith fan, I'd be concerned.
Yeah.
No concerns here, mate. Don't worry.
No, I've got them in the outside the 8.
Well, boys, what I will say, they're similar to the Titans a little bit, aren't they? They're quite exciting in attack, but their
They can't defend.
defense is horrible.
It's
like dead set horrible.
You hate playing them because you go up there, you don't know where you're going to get.
And that's a fair point.
It's that humid up there as well.
Yeah, conditions, and then you're right with the team. Yeah, you don't know what you get. They could be on And they could beat a Brisbane or they could beat a, who Panthers or whoever. But then they might turn up and get beaten by 60.
Yeah, so for those listening who don't understand the humidity side of things, I was actually in Townsville last week, and every Cowboys game, the ball is slippery as. I normally wear glasses, and they would fog out as I left the hotel room. Like, it is horrible up there.
Your aircon's probably on too high.
Yeah, well, that was a possibility too. I was getting frostbite in the room, but
You can sweat though.
I can sweat. Yeah,
you are a sweater.
You're a sweater.
Yeah, I'm a sweater. But seriously, some of those teams, like coming from Canberra to go up there, like they'd be in all sorts, and vice versa, the other way.
So are you sweating like chest sweat, back sweat, like sweating all over, or
back sweat is really sort of niche for me. It's not great.
You know when you go to Bali, right? And you get off the plane and you walk out and you're like, "Fuck me, it's fucking hot." Was it like that?
Yeah, literally like that.
Haven't you been to Townsville?
No, I'm not going up there,
mate. I'm telling you, it is so humid. It's shocking.
It's ridiculous.
It's
almost like can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's Bali.
You feel wet all the time, and not good wet.
And to make matters worse, I was wearing black the entire time.
So Dizz, you weren't good wet. You were just...
No, I was not a good wet.
No, he was, because the back sweat was going down into the arse crack, so he was good wet.
Yeah, bro.
It was the only way to cool myself down. I was like, sweat more, please.
The goose sweat was at all sorts, eh?
You don't want to know what that was like.
No, we don't.
On that note, lock them in for the spoon, boys. Cowboys. Lock them in. Bang. Thanks for coming.
Brilliant.
Now, the Eels, they've lost a lot of players too, but they've made some pretty solid signings. Brian Kelly, I don't know what's going on with him, but he wasn't selected this weekend. I was sort of interested to see him play this week. He might not get a spot because Sean Russell was pretty good against the Sharks, even though they were playing against Newtown Jets reserve grade.
Oh, well, I mean, last weekend, Power was playing up against probably, not even Newtown Jets, probably, I don't know, Cronulla Stingrays or something. But Sean Russell, I couldn't believe the speed on the bloke.
Oh, he's shredded a few kilos. He was rapid.
He was, mate, I couldn't believe it.
They've also got Jack DeBellin and Jonah Pezzett, obviously. Boys, the big question is, because Eels fans are a little bit like Dragons fans, had a bit of heartache for a long time, overdue for some success. For such a strong fan base, relatively big club. Have you got the Eels in the 8, Dale?
I'm top 4.
Whoa!
Yeah, I've got them top 4. After what I seen on the weekend with, the reserve great players.
Holy!
I think Mitchell Moses comes back. Addo Carr.
I rate this. I wonder what the odds are on
Iongi, how do you pronounce it?
Iongi, yep.
Iongi, rookie of the year. Be rookie, wouldn't he?
No, not now.
Not now, last year?
Yeah, last year, yep.
Or back of the year.
I'm confused here with your ladder, because you've got about 9 teams in 6th. Now you're putting the Para in the top 4. What happened to the 6th?
I've said top 8. Top
8 and missed the 8. That's it.
Then you push me for
spoon and premiership.
Then you push me for what number are they coming? Who cares? Top 8, bottom 8. No one cares.
Okay.
But you've got them top 4.
Eels top 4.
Yeah,
I like it.
I feel you. I got mate.
Top 6.
Oh, he's changed his tune already.
No, top 4. Top 4.
Top 4. I don't mind it.
It's possible. It's possible.
I will say Jack DeBellin is.
They won't have too many players in Origin.
Moses?
Yep.
If he's fit.
Yep. Lock.
If he's fit.
No, I got Para in 8th. Biggest movers this season. I got Para.
I've got him in 6th. So we're all pretty bullish on him.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm a massive fan of Riles. Like, just huge admiration for Riles. He's made some really gutsy decisions, um, and got rid of a couple of bits of dead wood, which has come to fruition. One of them being Clint Gutherson. Even though, with all due respect, I think he's one of the hardest workers in the game. It was a decision that needed to be made. And Iongi, I am actually somewhat in your corner, Dale. I think Iongi could be up there with one of the top fullbacks in the comp.
Good young player. Queenslander too, you BLT.
Another one you stole from Penrith.
What do you mean you stole? I don't support them. I don't give a shit.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, I met Dylan Walker last year at the Michael Jackson musical, and he's got some moves, eh?
What sort of moves?
Dance moves.
Moonwalk.
Well, you can't
Or the
moonwalk
crutch
in
grab,
a
or
seat. No, just doing like the hand pump, fist pump, this, that, sitting in your chair. It was nice. It was good. Get into it. It looks like a bloke would be good to have a go on a night out with.
Tee it up, you reckon?
Yeah, got his number.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
yeah, line her
I
up.
like it. I like it.
Get him on the potty. Get him on. All right, Panthers boys. Interesting signings. They've sort of gone to the Warriors New South Wales Cup team here. Going, Lussick, Cogger, and Ale, all sort of fringe players. For the first time in a long time, haven't lost any key players. Where do we have Penrith? Dicko.
Watch the size of Dizz's head when I say where Penrith I think they're going to finish. Watch it just get bigger like a balloon. And he's trying, and he
No
does
bias,
this.
boys.
He
No
does it.
bias.
He does it. He tries to sit there. No, I got him first. I got him minor premiers.
Why?
Off the back of last year, purely, they'll run on emotion. But in saying that, I have them out in straight sets.
Wow. They're going to be the Raiders of 2025, eh?
Yeah. But what I will say is that this year more than ever, I think injuries will play a part with Penrith. And I've said it many a times. They've been blessed, I think, over the last 6 years in terms of really long-term injuries that some clubs have had to deal with. And I feel at some point your luck's going to have to run out.
Yeah.
And I fear if that happens, especially to some of their key players. And I'm not even talking about Cleary specifically, even some of their other key players. I think they may struggle a little bit. I still think they'll play finals for sure. They're too good not to, but yeah, that's sort of where I have them. Can beat anyone on any given day. Probably with Brisbane have the best squad on paper. But yeah, I fear if they get a couple of long termers, which they haven't had to deal with, they might find it a bit tough.
I got them top four, obviously. But yeah, I don't think they're going to win it this year.
Yeah. Look, I'm with Dicko. Last year I played it down a little bit, and they weren't that good, obviously, to start the year, and then they sort of come home.
They were terrible last year at the start.
They were terrible at the start.
Oh,
horrible.
They were so bad.
Shocking.
I've never seen a team be so bad.
They were garbage. They were absolute garbage.
No, like we could talk about it for the next half an hour. That like how bad they were.
Yeah, they were garbage. They were garbage. But then they came 5 minutes from a grand final in the end, and led 14-0. Apart from a bit of Reece Walsh brilliance, obviously supporter of the club. I think they're a genuine sniffer winning the comp this year. I think provided they stay fit, right? Provided they stay fit, they've got depth to a degree in some.
What do you mean depth? They got towed up 66-24 on the weekend.
Yeah, but that was fourth string.
Who is their depth half?
Cogger.
Oh, he's back.
Right. Yeah. So, look, if Blaze Talangi comes on and Casey McLean comes on, I think they're deserved title favourites, and a lot of pundits think the same.
Title favourites?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they actually title favourites?
I think Brisbane are. I'll have a look.
Yeah.
I don't think they're title favourites. I don't agree with that anyway. Like you can have a premier, and it's not just this year, and they're not favourites for the next year. I don't agree with that at all. If you win the grand final and no one's played a game since, why shouldn't you be title favourites going into the next season?
Yeah. No, but they're the favourites, the Broncos, to win the comp. I'm saying a lot of pundits out there, like us, are bullish about the Panthers and think they're going to win the comp this year.
Yeah, bullish. Yeah, yep.
Um, but anyway, before you guys get too bloody hot and heavy over the Penrith chat, we'll move on to another team because I can feel a little bit of tense,
No,
in the air. It's all right, boys. We'll just let the season play out. We'll relax. It's all good, boys. The Rabbitohs. You said they made some really good signings. Dick. I actually don't mind some of the signings they've made. Bronson Garlick, good backup at 9, can play in the forwards a little bit. Adam Elliott, sorry, good player if he can stay injury free. And David Feed is the big one, obviously. Dicko's favourite player, the downhill skier.
I've actually been watching him the last couple of nights on Channel 9.
He's lost a few kegs and he does look fit. He's coming off that ankle surgery. Where have you got the Rabbits, Dale?
I've got him in 8th.
8th? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You think they're going to scrape into the 8?
I think I'll just scrape in, yeah. I reckon Brandon Smith's in for a good season.
It's a good call, actually.
I agree.
Yeah, I do think he'll play well. Yeah.
Do you like the Latrell Mitchell to centre?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah?
I'm a big fan of Jai Gray.
Yep.
Yeah, same.
I reckon he's a great player, real footy player. I reckon he's, yeah. I mean, look, Latrell Mitchell centre, Jack White in centre, Campbell Graham on the wing. What's that? Cameron Murray comes back. How good.
Yeah, that's big. Cam Murray's big. What do you reckon, Dicko? Where have you got the Rabbitohs? I see you shaking your head there.
They're entrenched in the chasing pack, mate. You'll see them finish just outside the 8, about 9 or 10. They can beat any team, but Father Time is their biggest challenge. Too many players on the wrong side of 30. Too many players have a history of soft tissue injuries. Latrell at centre. Let's face it, they're not going to win a comp if Latrell Mitchell plays centre. I do like Jai Gray. I'm like Dale, a big fan of him. But they cannot win the competition if Latrell Mitchell plays centre.
Do you think it's because of what Latrell brings at fullback? Is that what you mean by that? Or do you think it's Jai Gray's too small? Or?
Your best players have to have the ball in their hands the most. And he's the best player on the field for them.
The lazy fullback, though.
Yeah, I agree with you there, absolutely. But I'm just saying for the exercise of can they win the premiership if he plays centre? No, they can't. Because he won't. Because if a team like Penrith or Brisbane shut the playmakers down and the ball can't get out to him, he's going to get a cold. You know what I mean? Like it's... And I personally don't think Cody Walker's good enough anymore. He's 30... Everyone goes on about Adam Reynolds. Cody Walker's older than him.
I don't rate Cody Walker. Never have.
So I don't. Yeah, I don't subscribe to the whole Rabbitohs are going to go well. I don't think they're going to go well at all. They're good players, absolutely. They still don't have a halfback.
Yeah, that's the concern. That's the big concern. Humphries is suspended. Glover broke his jaw.
But even if Humphries plays, he's not
No, he's not.
He's not good player, good backup, but he's not an NRL number 7. Come on.
What about the coach?
Oh.
Dicko, tell us about Big Wayne.
Well, just have a look at the state of the Knights. They're still recovering from the Wayne Bennett era. So that's all. Like I feel like for a long time the game, in terms of the tactical nuances of the game now have gone past him.
I feel like Dicko's got a little bit of extra angst tonight because of the Payne Haas signing.
No, look, I'm okay with that. Payne was going to go at some point, and we will talk about that shortly. But yeah, he was going to go.
So you've got him chasing, well and
I've got
truly
him-
chasing.
yeah, they're chasing.
Where have you got him, Dale?
8th.
Right, bang on the 8th.
Just outside the 8th, maybe.
Hang on a minute. Far out.
I like to keep my options open.
Yeah, wow. Jeez. Far out. 1 foot each side. Just in case.
Moving on.
Moving on. Well, look,
No.
I think they're going to come 11th. I've got them in 11th. I think they're in disarray. Oh, like I said, I like Jai Gray. I think he's too small, but I think teams will pick the eyes out of that and target him in the air. He'll try hard, but yeah, too old, no halfback. Jai Gray, too small. 11th. Now, we have our beloved Dragons. So only 3 teams to go. The Dragons, Dan Atkinson, David Farley, and Josh Kerr, the signings for that club. Look, we've knocked them a little bit, but genuinely, guys, look, where do we have them? Are the Dragons a realistic chance of making the 8, or are they Buckleys?
So for our listeners,
Obviously, Keon's not going there this year.
So for our listeners, you remember about 30 minutes ago, I said that there were 3 teams fighting for the spoon, equal. You can put the Dragons as the third.
So
Yeah.
Dragons, Cowboys, and the Knights.
Fighting for the spoon. The Dragons, yes.
Wow.
Didn't like what they produced on the weekend.
It was piss poor. Piss
Yeah,
poor.
yeah.
Against a very understrengthed Rabbitohs team.
Yeah, it was.
Average at best.
Yeah, I didn't like them at all. And I don't think they've improved. They haven't improved, mate.
Yeah.
And they've
No,
got no
they're-
halves. And they've got no halves.
I thought Dan Atkinson tried hard, but I don't think he's a 7.
No, not a 7. No way.
And Kyle Flanagan,
Ugh.
oh, seriously.
I think the Dragons, I think they're building towards something. But not this year, outside the 8.
They
Did
need
you-
a half. They need a half.
Did you just have to make a call to Flano just to see where he wanted you to put him?
I just spoke to him just now and
Yeah,
just said, what's the go? He reckons, not the 8.
Well, I thought he was giving you a call up. I thought you might make their squad.
Imagine that, the coach. Yeah, how do you think we'll go? Yeah, we won't make the 8.
Yeah,
No chance.
Yeah, no chance in the 8 here. Not with me son at halfback anyway. So
Oh dear, yeah, lock them in for 12th. They're garbage. Moving on. Roosters. Now, boys, no, in all seriousness, Dragon fans, I think you've got Keon coming next year, and if you can get a half,
why are we back to this?
you should be all right. You should be all right. All right, that's enough.
Yeah,
That's enough.
you'll be all right in the Centrelink line. Yeah, go on.
Dizz stresses because like 80% of the Nostra fans are Dragon supporters, so he's trying to just,
And 80% of them are going to have a shit season. So, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, we need to. Roosters, DC, Robson, Tommy Talau of significance. Now, boys, I'm really keen to hear this one because there's been mixed opinions about this team. Do you have them in the top 4?
Yeah.
Is what I really want to know.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have them in the 8, I think you got rocks in your head.
Yeah. I got them second.
Yep, same. Dar, what about yourself, mate?
Top 8.
Top 4?
Nah.
Nah, missed the 4.
I tell
Okay.
you, he's got 12 teams from 4 to 8.
They're all in there. Everyone gets it.
Everyone gets a chance.
I
I don't know. James Tedesco, I think he's on the back end of his career, obviously.
I don't think they
He's
can
coming
win.
off a Dally M season.
I don't think
Nagawasi, he'll be a standout this year.
Yeah, I'll rate him.
I don't think they can win.
I don't think they can win either, but I do think they'll be top 4.
Top 4, yep. Top two.
I think if you, I don't know. You know what disappointed me them last year, going out in that first game of the finals.
Yeah.
They were horrible. Was it the Sharks?
No,
The Sharks beat them and knocked them out?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So second, and
Top
bottom
eight.
half of the top eight.
Top eight with about 9 other teams.
Top 8.
All right, Tigers. Now this one will be interesting to round out the preview.
Bottom 8.
Bottom 8, done.
Outside the 8, sorry.
Well, they're definitely going to be outside the 8.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely. I think the only people that think they'll be potentially in the 8 are their own fans.
And Jerome Luai, he's come out and said that he promised the fans top 8.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did do that. I wonder if he's got a punishment if he doesn't sort of come to fruition there.
The Tigers are in my chasing pack. They're in my chasing. So they're anywhere 9 to 13 for me.
Everyone's in your chasing pack outside.
No, at least I've got an 8. I don't have 25. I don't have 25 teams in my 8.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the only thing that they'll be chasing is a playoff between them and the Cowboys for the spoon, because I got them second last.
The Tigers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I do really like Macassini.
See you
But
later,
again,
Benji.
Depth is just, where is it?
See you later, Benji. You've just signed a huge long-term contract extension. See you later, son.
He'll get a nice payout. Now, boys, this brings me to punishments. What are you boys prepared to do if your team doesn't make a certain position? So you got to name the position your team is not going to make. Like, I don't think the Broncos will make, or sorry, I think they're going to make the top whatever. And if they don't, I'm going to do what? I can start it off if you like.
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
If the Panthers don't make the top 4, I will do a half marathon. That's coming off an ACL reconstruction, by the way.
Run a half marathon.
Run a half marathon. If the Panthers don't make the top 4. There you go, boys.
That's not that bad.
Oh, isn't it?
That's 3.5 hours, 4 hours.
When have you got to do
on
it?
a Saturday morning?
When the season's finished. Before the end of the year.
All right, I'll go. If the Sharks don't make the top 6, I will give both you boys a 1 hour full body oil massage.
Oh.
Look at Dicko. Look at him. He's like,
I don't know if you're excited or disappointed.
I hope the Sharks don't make the 6.
I'm finding myself barracking for the Sharks.
So if they don't make the top 6, Dicko and I get a
Full rub down.
Swedish.
All
Full
right.
rub. Full
Can
rub
we just
down.
get on the phone to Fitzy? Can we get him training harder, please?
Thigh massage. Oil.
It's
1 hour.
Just say time massage.
All right, Dicko, what do you got for us? If the Broncos don't make what? It has to be top 4.
Top 4. You give me something.
No, you got
No,
if
you give me something. You give me something, and I'll agree with it or disagree with it, and I'll come up with something.
you run the half marathon with me.
Yeah, okay. All right. Easy.
If Broncos don't make the top 4, well, so what we're doing this is before the season, like before the finals, yeah?
Before the
No,
start of
After
before
the
the start of
season.
next
After the
season.
season.
After the season. Yeah.
After the season.
Yeah.
Before the finals.
No. Just before the end of the year. We can't squeeze it in as soon as the final round's finished.
No, it'll be
Well-
after the granny. After the granny.
After the granny. Yeah.
Yeah, but the ladder's already done before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
You want
I'm
us to run a half marathon?
I'm not running a half marathon before.
I just want to give you boys a massage.
Oh dear. All right. Well, now for those of listening, we said we're going to Vegas, right? So we have to give our predictions for round 1 real early here. Real early. So apologies to any fans who get offended by this, but we are getting in very early without seeing any team list, nothing. Purely on preseason form, and our own knowledge. Who wants to kick us off, boys? Obviously, 2 Vegas games. Knights versus Cowboys. Who are we locking in?
I'm going.
I'm
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
go, no, go Dale.
No,
Go, mate.
I'm going Cowboys 1-12, and Doggies 1-12.
Over the Dragons.
Okay. Yep.
I'm picking the Cowboys purely on the fact that all their players would have had a run. The Knights are going to have some players. It's going to be their first hit out. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say they're a little bit further in front of where the Knights are. So I'll pick the Cowboys just. I think it'll be close. But yeah, 6 points.
6 points.
And then the other game, I'm going the Doggies 13+.
Oof. Doggies 13 plus. Look, I'm gonna. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna go the Cowboys as well, even though I've just said they're gonna come spoon. But Cowboys to win purely on same as what Dicko said, all hinging really around Ponga.
Yep.
To be fair, and I don't think they can win a game first up without him, based on what I've seen. So lock the Cowboys in, but only just. We'll go a bit of a 1-12 there, and I think the Bulldogs will win, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think they'll just win. I'm a bit concerned about their forward pack without Leo Thompson. I'm very concerned about their forward pack. Now, obviously, we'll get back from Vegas and the Storm will play against Parramatta at Amy Park. I'm going to start this off. I'm going for an Eels upset here, straight off the bat.
Jesus, we picking round 1, are we?
Yep. Straight off the bat.
Eels.
Storm. Well, when was the last time we lost a round 1 game? It's some sort of record, isn't it?
They've never under Bellamy.
History is made to be broken, boys.
No, not this year.
No, I got Storm.
Storm. Warriors, Roosters.
Roosters.
Broncos, Panthers.
Panthers.
I'll go Broncos here.
Yeah, I'm going Panthers, obviously, and Roosters. Sharks, Titans.
Sharks 19 plus.
Sure, I've just realised they've changed their ground to Ocean Project Stadium.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Are
It's
they for real?
fantastic. It's fantastic. You should go there and see it.
Is the scaffolding still up?
The whole precinct is just amazing.
Ocean Project Stadium. Jesus.
We're protecting the ocean. What's wrong with that?
You know what? Just on that alone, I'm going to pick the Titans.
You're locking the Titans. Go for gold. All right, yeah, lock in the Sharks. Lock in the Sharks. Seagulls versus Raiders. We can't lock in the Seagulls, can we? After we've just bashed them.
Manly.
Manly?
Yeah, I'm going to go Fogarty to have a screaming hot game.
Yeah, Manly at home.
Wow. I'm going to go Raiders. Got to go the Raiders. And Dolphins, Rabbits to finish off the round.
Dolphins. 13 plus.
We got Rabbits in a tight one.
Dolphins 13 plus. There we have it, boys. There we have it.
What I
Predictions done.
Yeah, you put us on the spot though with those predictions. I didn't actually think we were doing that. What I want to talk about though is 2 points, the 6-man bench. What do you think of that, firstly?
Yep.
And how do you think it'll affect the game and how teams then pick their sides? So what are your sort of thoughts around that? Because we really haven't we're not going to dive into it for 15, 20 minutes here, but I think it's worth pointing out because it's something different. Like I like it. I think it has to go there in terms of the concussion, the HIA.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very interesting tactically what coaches do, because once you use 4 players, you can't then use the 2 players that have been unused.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you use 4 forwards and then all of a sudden your halfback goes down, you've got a halfback named in the 6-man bench, you can't all of a sudden use the halfback, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how coaches do that. And then what happens to those 2 players that don't play? And if they're consistently picked every week, Are we going to lose some development in players? I think it's
Yeah, not getting a crack in New South Wales
absolutely,
Cup or whatever.
or intra Super Cup. Yeah, I think it's a talking point for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that you'd have to be smart as a coach. I'll allude to what Harry Grant said. I think it's somewhat disappointing for those players that may or may not make their debut that week and having to get their families to come and maybe play. And then if they don't play that week, maybe play the following week. It's not really sort of set in stone. Normally, if you're in the top 17, you sort of play at some point.
Mm.
But you'd think that the bench would be made up of an outside back, a utility, a hooker, and three forwards.
Mm. I think you've got to carry a half.
Oh, a half, sorry.
Six,
Yeah.
You got to carry a half, an outside back, and maybe a utility.
Utility, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how most teams are going to play it. But I guess the concern is for a lot of these squads, having found out these rule changes post, deciding on their top 30 and planning for this rule change. No one would have planned for the rule change.
So is it set in stone or?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yep. So what's going to be interesting, Diz, though, is like if you look at teams like Brisbane with Adam Reynolds, for instance, for example, right? And he may miss a game, but this year he might play that game that he may have missed because they can carry a halfback on the bench. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in terms of that, I think it's a lot easier now to maybe play a player who might be 95% fit with a soft tissue that you're worried about that last year you may have sat out because you can carry that replacement on the bench. And you can risk almost him going down because you know you can replace him straight away with a half or an outside back or whatever, you know. Like, for instance, Matt Burton this weekend. I think it's almost the perfect storm with the 6-man bench because I think Sean O'Sullivan will be in the 6. They can almost risk Matt Burton because you know
Yeah,
that
I get you.
if he gets injured, O'Sullivan will just come straight on the field and slot straight in the halves.
Would you reverse it though? Would you start Sullivan, and if he's not doing too well, they just switch him?
And you could do that as well. Like it could work that way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you could have an impact player. You know.
I think what's going to come to the forefront is more so than ever, obviously depth, but fitness. I think fitness, not as in like injury fitness, I'm talking like fitness in general with the new rotation, I think will have a bigger influence this season than ever. So the teams that have fitter forwards, therefore will have more flexibility on their bench because they won't have to carry necessarily 3 or 4 forwards. They might have to carry just the 3 and, carry, players for if something like a HIA happens. But the HIA, they can activate a 5th person. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. So the HIA rule still stands where if you get 2 HIAs, you can bring someone, you can replace.
Yeah. So at least that's good.
Yeah.
That if 2 HIAs happen, you can bring a 5th person because that'd be a bit harsh.
Yeah.
But it's still the 8 changes.
Yeah, which is fine, which is good. And the other point I wanted to sort of bring up, because it's recent news, is just your feeling on just your quick feeling on it. I know it's not Origin time yet, but the new sort of Origin eligibility rule.
Love it.
I've got some strong sort of views on it, and I'm interested to see what you boys think.
No, I don't like it at all, to be honest with you.
Well, what is it? You got to be born in New South Wales or Queensland, yeah?
You have to...
And you live here to you.
No, you don't have to be born here.
No, you don't have to be born here as long as you played rugby league in that state before 13 years old.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Or the weird one, if your father's played Origin. That was an interesting third criteria.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's like the father-son rule for the AFL.
Yes. Bizarre.
Fuck, didn't they fail with the Origin?
So the poor bloke who's a massive Queensland fan whose father plays badminton, screwed.
He's cooked.
I feel we may lose the fabric of state of origin a little
Mm.
by this.
Do you think that's intentional, but?
No, I think this is purely revenue driven from Peter
Yeah.
in terms of he knows it's their best product.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's intentional by the NRL
Oh,
to
yeah,
drive it
yeah,
this
yeah,
way.
to drive
Yeah,
it
yeah.
revenue, yeah, because he
Yeah.
knows it's the best product and he wants to drive the best players in the best product, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, and I get it, but then it's not state versus state because it's
I
not.
I just hope the coaches, and I know Billy Slater will, well, at least I hope he will. I hope he really, for instance, I would never pick Jerome Hughes, even if it was the best 7 available, because he's a Kiwi through and through.
Well, so is Fanua Blake's
It's Tongan.
Tongan.
Yeah, but this is my point. Like, those fringe players who are previously ineligible, who aren't like massive advocates, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me.
What was the drum
Right
with
with me with the Luai situation either.
what about
And
the Mulatalo situation?
Well, he can't because he came here after 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there-
Jordan Ricky's the same. Xavier Willison's the same. So, I mean, it really only affects about 6 or 7 players.
For me, it's a passion thing.
What I couldn't get behind, right, is if... Now, I'm just going to use his name only because we were talking about Fanua Blake, right? If he is just playing for New South Wales because now he's able to, instead of he really wants to or really is passionate about the Blues jersey. And it's the same with, let's use Britton Nickera for Queensland. Like, if he's not passionate about the jersey, but he's using it as an opportunity to play because he's been selected and you know, he wants to play in
Well,
the
they
best
get
game.
$30,000 for that game
Yeah,
too. Don't they?
I just feel, are we going to lose the passion of what the jersey means to, say, an actual, well, I shouldn't say that, but, you know, someone born and bred in Queensland and or New South Wales.
Yeah, but when you go to the pub and watch Origin, you want a tough game, the best game you can see. You want the best players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I
You
absolutely
know what?
do.
You know what you'd hope that happens? Players who don't feel comfortable representing them. Like, let's say, for instance, Adam Fanua Blake's like, look, I don't really feel comfortable.
No, I agree, and I hope Jerome Hughes, if Queensland tap him on the shoulder and say, "Oh, you know, you're eligible. Do you want?" I hope he goes, "You know what? No, I don't, because I don't feel comfortable playing because I'm a Kiwi."
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
And I hope that's where we get. I hope he doesn't go the other way and goes, "Oh yeah, absolutely, I'll play," but then doesn't really. Is sort of just doing it, it's not really passionate about it. That's my fear with it. I mean, I understand the decision.
He's not Paul Gallen passionate.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that? The most losingest Origin player in history, isn't he? Oh yeah, no.
God.
We can wrap this up now, Dizz. On that note, with Gal.
Yeah, well,
talk about passion.
You know, when they go into Origin camps and stuff, though, there's a lot of traditional things and respect to past players and stuff. Imagine like a player going in, going, "Oh, mate, I don't know, I'm a Kiwi."
Yeah, well, that's right.
But he's just there, you know. And we shouldn't really be harping on just about Kiwi.
I think it's a rule for the future, not a rule for the now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because a lot of young players now are getting identified at school and colleges at 13, being brought over from New Zealand or wherever into the high school systems and Roosters or Broncos or whatever. So I think it's for the future rule, and it's not really going to sort of affect now.
Yep.
That's my thoughts on it anyway. I thought it was just a really interesting point and a really interesting decision from PVL. I mean, the proof's in the pudding. I mean, if you look at the latest NRL revenue numbers, which are just outstanding from where it was COVID times, I mean, you definitely know. And we're talking about, you know, you're now talking about the next TV deal. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4 $2 million players per season.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm not a massive fan of. Playing it in bloody Adelaide and Melbourne.
Origin.
That's disgusting.
That's ridiculous.
No, so I don't like I don't mind New Zealand because it's a rugby league, but I don't like Adelaide. I don't. That's a disgrace.
Can you imagine the AFL bringing WA versus Victoria to New South Wales or Queensland?
It wouldn't happen.
Never ever. And this is my point. Anyway, boys, that's a wrap for this episode of the League Tank. Everyone
good.
following
Well
along at
done,
home.
Dale. Well done, Dale. Big shout out to Dale.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
On you, Dale.
On
Those
you,
following
Dale.
along at home, Vegas. Vegas is next. Make sure you're tuning in, and hope the best teams win.
Yeah, make sure you're tuning in for Vegas. Absolutely. Plenty of stuff to come.
You ready for Vegas, boys, or what?
Absolutely. Can't
Let's
wait.
go.
Thanks, guys.
Go.